Friends, this is Ayesha from Young's Paper Creations, and I am excited to start on a new journey because this is the feel of vintage with Nelda, and we're doing a collaboration that's going for 4 weeks, starting today. We'll go every other week. All the information will be below. Continue to check out all of the work that's there. I think there's 7 of us. Please continue to join us and experience the feel of vintage. For myself, I don't have a whole lot of vintage, so it's going to be quite challenging and fun, trying to either make things vintage or work along with vintage. So bear with me. I've chosen this to use this book. It's called New York, The Memories of Times Past. So it's a book with photographs from many years back, uh, the 50s and 1800s. Not the 50s, more like 1800s and such. I'll try and get the photos in here. So you see some of the photographs that are in here. So what I've chosen to do is to take some of the photos from this book and use them along with this stamp, this postcard stamp, and I decided to make vintage postcards using the photographs from that book. And so I went ahead, I cut out a number of pages, such as this one that's here. So I cut this out, and I then cut it down to size. So these are the stamped cards that I got. So I stamped these, right? So these are stamped. And once I did that, I then glued them onto my stamped back. So here are my cards, and this is what I did for this first entry. Quite simple, but yet very useful. I noticed a trend with myself. What I've been trying to do is to continue to build my stash, so when I'm ready for my journals, I've got, a wonderful opportunity just to tuck these cards into my journals, because they would have already been done, looking quite lovely, and then the back would just be my stamp. So this is what I've done for mine. I only now have to go back and make sure that I cut around the corners of my cards so that I don't have any hanging of my photographs. But as you can tell, this is a lovely, easy peasy way of getting a full card, and wonderful way to add to my journals. You get some lovely photographs from one of your old vintage looking books, cut them down to size, stamp your postcard back, and here we are. I'm quite pleased with the simplicity of it, and yet how useful it's going to be for me to add to my journals, because the work has already been done for me, and yet also lovely as a postcard. So Nelda, thank you so very much once again. I I'm loving what you've been doing. Continue the good work. All of my friends who have returned to join in this next venture that we have, I look forward to working with you guys. And this is the Feel of Vintage 2021. So I'm gonna upload this and look forward to getting another project on its way for the next entry, which is in the next 2 weeks time. So here are my cards. These are the backs, and just an idea of what the fronts look like. So I did 4 of them. Here's the first one, second, third, and fourth. And what I will do next is keep these blank ones available, because I can always go back and use these blank ones. There we go. Thank you guys. My full cards, postcards, my full postcards. Love it, love it, love it. It is so simple, I know. Here are my vintage cards. Take care, guys. The Feel of Vintage 2021. Take care. Bye-bye. Now, this is what I love, because creating, you know, vintage-like items or paper crafting in general doesn't have to be difficult. You don't have to invent the wheel. Just take what you have, like Nelda is saying, and make it work for you. All right?